Will you please stop hopping?
Cheer up, Shades. We're almost halfway through the list. I just don't understand how we're getting all the way around the world in less than a day. I mean, you and I are definitely not the Flash family.
It's your magic basket, Chowderhead. It speeds up time and it sends us where we need to be.
Wow, speaking of magic, look over there. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I sure hope not.
What their unbelieving eyes is seeing is a big gray raised platform in the middle of the road. But what's really shocking is that suspended over the top of it, floating in the air by itself, are 6 different 3-foot large
Peep-a-palooza, Shades. They've got traditional yellow. They've got green lime. They've got purple grape. They've got orange, whatever orange is. And some, like, pineapple-looking thing. Is that birthday cake? Oh, my gosh. There's a red one. There's a red one.
Wait! We don't know what's going on here.
Too late, Shades. Jack's already on the gray platform with his mouth watering as he's eyeing that red peep.
Must taste red one. Must taste red one.
Just as Jack is about to do his best impression of Bruce, the shark from Jaws, Shades grabs his arm.
Stop! It could be a trap.
A trap with peeps? No way. Nothing bad can happen from a peep.
Don't you think it's just a little too convenient that there is a gray raised platform in the middle of the road, complete with 6 giant floating multicolored peeps above it?
Red one!
Jack takes a chomp at the peep, but he gets nothing but empty air. After all, it's just another hologram like the rabbit earlier. But he springs the trap. 4 gray walls come out of the ground, lock in place, and surround our boys.
A giant-size, Incredible Hulk rage cage, and we're in it. Bat-tastic. It's a toy they sold in comic books in the 70s, but mine was way smaller than this.
As a frustrated Shades just shakes his head in disbelief, they hear a voice from outside their 4 walls.
You are correct. That is exactly what it is. Thus, you are my prisoners.
Who are you?
You're the guy stealing the magical artifacts, aren't you?
Yes.
Just like that, an odd figure pops up over the top of the wall. He's looking down at him. He looks the spitting image of Jack, but he's got a little goatee instead of the normal clean-shaven look. On his head, he has a Hulkamania hat, and he's wearing a Dr. Doom t-shirt. Otherwise, you couldn't tell the two apart.
Merciful Mr. Spock, I know why the Easter Bunny chose me for this. That thief is my evil mirror universe twin.
Oh, come on, 2 of you? The universe can't be that cruel.
Comments like that are the reason I killed the Shades in my universe.
You're out of luck, evil me. No one gets this Easter basket out of my hand.
Really? What Collector John wants, he gets.
Old CJ pulls out an Inspector Gadget extendo arm, fires it from the top of the wall.
Hey, it grabbed the Easter basket right out of my hands.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Cool extendo arm.
Thanks. I knew you would enjoy it. Now I am off to wish your friends a happy Easter.
Evil Jack floats to the ground outside the cage using the spring magic contained in that basket.
Now that you've got what you wanted, can you just let us out of here?
I would not think of leaving without giving you your Easter present.
An Easter present? Well, maybe I am not all that bad.
Just to prove Jack wrong, apparently, a roof closes on the top of their cage. A yellow, gooey substance starts to come out of the floor. And it just keeps rising.
Not all bad, right. In a few minutes, this place will totally fill up.
Ugh. You're right, Shades. Evil me is a jerk. If we don't get out of here in a few minutes, we're gonna be drowned in uncooked eggs. Ugh.
Ryan gathers the whole group for a powwow.
Has anyone heard from Jack or Shade since they left?
Not me, man. I'm sure with a little focus, Jack can get this done. All he has to do is stay on track. Have you met Jack?
True. They are definitely doomed.
Okay, well, maybe not. After all, Shades is with him.
An evil mocking voice comes from the roof.
Don't kid yourself, Ryan. They're totally doomed.
The whole cast begins to rise in the air as if by magic.
Oh, this is twice where my feet have been leaving the ground against my will.
Whoa!
Hey! Flying me to the roof is taking my nickname too literally. Ah!
Whoa. I am floating in the air.
Oh, man, this is a great dream.
Thanks to the power spring in this yellow basket, so are all of you.
You look like Jack, but you're not Jack. He does not have any facial hair. He is also way nicer and...
Will someone wake up the hippie over there? His snoring is driving me crazy. I'm Collector John, from a universe directly opposite yours. Finally, the first Twinkie will be mine. The other magical items were just a duck blind to keep people from realizing my real goal. Behind that door is the original Twinkie baked by the Continental Baking Company in 1930.
Oh, an over 50-year-old Twinkie? Won't it be kind of stale by now?
It's bronzed, you idiot. I'm collecting it, not eating it.
When I get down from here, you will regret your treatment of the Lordship and his friends. Oh!
Who says you're getting down? First, I will retrieve what I am after. Then the magical force that has you all suspended and helpless will crush the lot of you into cream filling. In my universe, the Great Chicago Fire of 1930 destroyed the Continental Baking Company before the first Twinkie was ever made. I only know about this one from monitoring your podcast on my interdimensional iPad.
I'm really beginning to think we should get a different sponsor.
CJ approaches Jack's dressing room, turns his hat around backwards, and rubs his hands in anticipation as he begins to open the door.
Too bad my doppelganger did not live long enough to see me steal his greatest treasure.
Surprise!
My eyes! What was that stuff? I can't see.
Sprayed pixie dust. It cost me 1,000 Tinkerbell value stamps, but worth every one.
As the bad guy rubs the colored powder out of his eyes, Jack grabs back the Easter basket.
Yoink!
If you don't give me that back, I'll send you flying without pixie dust.
He gets a full head of steam. He charges at Jack, but he's stopped dead when a rabbit foot lands in his gut. This is followed by Shades landing a beautiful uppercut to his jaw.
Happy Easter to me, dirtbag. Ah!
He's down and out like the proverbial light.
What a wallop!
It's something I've been dreaming about for a long time. Besides, he broke my favorite pair of shades.
Old Pete shows his gratitude with the biggest Easter feast ever for the Master Geek Theater cast. What a spread.
I just can't wait to dig into this pack table. I mean, this is the biggest turkey I've ever seen.
I have seen so many jelly beans and colored eggs. These things are what one associates with the traditional Easter celebration. It is absolutely amazing in both volume
Hey, Jack, why don't you tell us how you escaped the rage cage?
It was a desperate situation. Let me take you back. Shades and I were in a giant-sized Hulk rage cage, filled up to our chest with, eggs. When Shades said,
You hate eggs. Why would a mirror version of you want to drown us in them?
because he's evil, and there's no worse way to go.
I can't budge these walls or even reach the roof.
I know how to get out of this. It's an exact replica, although really huge, of the Incredible Hulk rage cage that I was telling you about. Now, in that toy, you would inflate the Incredible Hulk and he would knock the walls out. Well, to get the air in, I had to plug the air through a little hole near the bottom of the back. So one of these walls has that hole. We just gotta push it out and unplug it, and all this nasty egg will just leak out and we can go too.
Who'd be silly enough to add something like that to a death trap? It's ridiculous.
He's a mirror version of me, you know.
You're right. There's no way you would leave out a detail like that. Hold your breath, then search the right wall. I'll take the left.
Ugh. Dive down into uncooked egg.
Would you rather drown in them?
Good point. So, Shades and I held our breath, and we went along the bottom of the wall, and of course we found the hole where you would plug the air hose into the Hulk's heel. Shades knocked it out, and then the egg began to flow out. We, of course, followed it. The Easter Bunny who had tracked us through the basket met us there and used his Easter magic to not only clean us off from all the nasty egg, but send us here to set up the ambush for evil me.
What a great escape!
The only thing that bothers me is that my favorite pair of shades were lost.
You mean these?
Great, you fixed my shades. Thank you so much, Mr. Cottontail.
You can call me Pete. And by the way, many thanks to all of you.
Santa has arrived to take the evil Jack back to his twisted dimension.
Looks like my ride's here, but before I go...
Look, sir, he has spread a load of Hostess fruit pies on the table.
And quite the variety, I must say. Ho, ho, ho!
This is our, third or fourth party with Hostess pies. Haven't you guys gotten tired of them yet?
Well, you know, Shades, there's a big delight
in every bite
of Hostess fruit pies.
Don't forget the Twinkies.
I would rather drown in eggs.